Good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Oh, good. Hope everyone is good. Who's in the chat? What we got? Who's watching? Tonight we are working on noise marines. So I've got one body done. One body is done. So I need to get the arms done for this bad boy. And then I'm working on these guys. So Sergeant, or whatever they call their unit leaders. And then I'm just working on these three. So it's getting there. I suppose you want to see Fulgrim in his current state, I assume. Okay. So Fulgrim. There we go. We just got to get the wings done on Fulgrim, and then he is done. Just finishing the base. So yeah, part 3 will be coming to the channel probably by the weekend, I assume. I imagine. Right, I am literally 2 subscribers away from 3,000, from 4,000. So much so, I'm actually going to put an alert thing on the channel right now, on this scene. I'm going to add it. I'm going to add an alert box. So if I get it, we can get notified. Let's do that. Why is there not an alert box? There we go. Add source. Add source. Boom. Right. We have an alert box. Okay. We have an alert box added. So, if you want to test that out, you can hit that subscribe button. And we can see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to start working on these. So basically, I'm just getting these done. So we're going to be doing some Thunderhawk blue and getting the colours on these guys done. I'll turn that alert box off. There you go. So how is everyone doing? What does everyone think of the World Eaters and Death Guard codexes? Because boy, they're pretty damn good. They are really, really good. Is the microphone on? Everyone hear me? Yes, good. Excellent. Right. Yeah. So the Death Guard Codex is bonkers. I was watching the battle report on Vanguard Tactics with the World Eater, with the Death Guard versus Emperor's Children, and yeah, Death Shroud are nuts. Like absolutely nuts. Remember peeps, I'm trying to get past 4,000 subscribers, so if you have not yet subscribed, please do. I'm probably going to say it a lot, I'm not going to lie. Purely down to the fact that I'm only 2 away. Your Fulgrim looks great, mate. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I am actually enjoying Fulgrim, to be completely honest. Although I'm gonna be real with you all now. I literally fucked him up. Like, I proper messed up the model. Yeah, that just wasn't good. So yeah, I dry fitted the neck piece that the head attaches to, and then when I went to glue it in, I took it off to put the glue in, and when I went to glue it in, I glued it in upside down. So it's been like that for nearly all week, and so when I went to glue the head on today, the head didn't go on correctly, and I shit myself. I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? So I had to get out my craft knife and perform some surgery on old Fulgrim's head, so I could take away a bit of the plastic to get it attached to sit in the right position. So yeah, wasn't my fucking finest hour. Let's get one of those two of you needed. Here. I built my Lucius with a second blade, then a whip. Still looking for your pink recipe. Soon as I finished Fulgrim, the next tutorial. In fact, I will literally show you the model the tutorial's going to be on. It's right here. He's ready to go. He'll just be prying black, and then we will be smashing out the tutorial for the Emperor's Children. How I do my army, and I'm going to be doing it on this lovely flawless blade, because yeah, I now have 6 of these bad boys. I've got 3 built. I got another box today, and I have like 1,500 points in total now just to work through. So yeah, this is going to be the model I'm going to be doing for the tutorial. So which one was I painting? Oh yeah, studs. So super excited with that. Yeah, if someone hasn't subscribed,
oh yeah,
yay, it worked. See? Thank you very much. I'm literally 1 away. So, you know, you could watch SM Battle Reports and Pardo will constantly ask you to give him money. I don't want your money. I just want your subscriptions. They're free. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this army right now. Like, absolutely having so much fun with it. Really, I need to get hold of Lucius. Like, I can't find anywhere that sells him. There's potential that I could get him from a local shop in the other town in Newton Ards. I think they may have one, but I don't know. But he will be got, and we will be 100% doing a tutorial on him. So I really cannot wait. He's an absolute fucking monster. And the fact that if you stick him in because when I first read the rules, I was like, okay, so on his own, he's an absolute beast. Like, lone op, he's got his 5-up feel no pain. You know, if he's on his own, he strikes first. You know, he's at 140 point. He's an absolute monster. And then it was brought to my attention that the flawless blades rule that allows automatically wounding on 3s works on Lucius if he's in the squad, because it's the unit and he's a part of the unit, and that just makes him even scarier, because now you're gonna absolutely mince whatever you hit. Like, that's insane. Hey Nurgle. I'm using a size 1 Rosemary CO Series 323. This is my go-to brush for edge highlighting. Now normally it's a little bit fatter, but this is quite an old one, and it's got to that point where it has a perfect point, because when you start painting a lot, you'll notice that your brushes get to, what is that? Hey, hello Mythos. Nice to see you tonight. Thank you very much for that super chat, dude. What is this? I've already described, so have a Thunderhawk. One day the Thunderhawk will happen, but I've got a feeling that I'm probably just going to have to do it on my own and not rely on super chats. But thank you very much, my friend. Mythos is the very talented individual who, if you see the weird little sort of scenes I have and little logos and stuff like that, commas are pointy, that's down to him. I'm feeling pointy needs a pink makeover. Nah, no, not really. I don't think Lucius does fluff rolls. I mean, it depends, because if you're gonna run peerless blademan detachment, you're going to either give him lethal or sustained 1. So he's going to be hitting on 2s anyway. Now, if you're coming up against a character, you get to reroll hits and wounds, which that means that if you go into a unit with a character, that unit is a character unit. So you're going to reroll hits and wounds. If it's a walker, you do the same and all that good stuff. So, you know, you're going to be able to whale into a unit and absolutely fuck their shit up. And all you need to do is kill 1 model, and you're guaranteed to do that with at least Lucius in there. So I don't know. I think he's definitely got some play. I think he's one of our most reliable units in the entire army, to be completely honest. But I'll tell you what, one of the things I have been looking at is Mauler Fiends. Been looking at Mauler Fiends a lot. I'm tempted at 130 points to run 2 of them. I do have a list with one I'm thinking of running. Where's my list? Where's my app? Right, there is my app. So where is it? 2,000 point? Is that one? Yeah. So it's Fulgrim, a Lord Exultant, 2 Lord Cacophonize, Lucius the Eternal, 10-man Infractor Squad, which will be led by the Lord Exultant, 2 5-man Tormentor Squads, because sticky objectives are really good, 2 Rhinos for transporting, a unit of 6 Flawless Blades to basically act as Lucius's bodyguard, 2 Mauler Fiends, and then 2 6-man Noise Marine Squads, which will have the Rhinos and the Lord cacophony. And I think that's a pretty solid list. So I think that's probably the list I'm going to be building towards. So I need 2 Mauler Fiends. I need to get another box of Tormentors, Infractors, so I can build another 5-man unit. Because I built a 10-man unit. And then I need the 2 Mauler Fiends themselves. Well. Okay. Put him to one side. I'm kind of liking how the pistols are going to look. I'm going to do that to the front of my Noise Marine weapons. Kind of give that a purple tint. You can't really see it on the camera, but yeah. Noise Marines are nice, man. They're really nice models. So yeah, has anyone watched Tabletop Tactics video today about what Games Workshop have done with the Emperor's Children? Because it's a very interesting video, and it raises a question. So you know, when the Emperor's Children Codex got leaked and we all started talking about it, I made videos, everyone made videos, and one of the things that first popped out was the fact that we don't have things like Hellbrutes, Predators, and Hellforges or Forge Fiends. We don't have them, right? Like, we don't have them units at all. And that kind of got everyone talking, and the general consensus of people was Games Workshop clearly know what they're doing. There's obviously going to be a plan involved with Chaos, and each of the cult legions are probably going to have their own distinct way of playing. And that's probably the reason why that's been done. So everybody expected things like Predators and Hellbrutes and shit like that not to be in the codexes, like Death Guard, especially Death Guard, considering that they've got like the drones, the little gold cart things, and then their own tank. And then the codex come out, and the first thing everyone noticed was the fact that the World Eaters and the Death Guard both still had access to Predators. And that kind of got everyone sort of confused, because clearly there is no plan. Are they all female now? Who? What? GW and Trump both know what they're doing. Well, Games Workshop make more money than what Trump does, so the similarities aren't that telling. But yeah. If you want to bash GW, I believe Discourse Miniatures is the channel for that. I'm a shill. Did you not know? Okay. So what I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to get the bodies done, and then the weapons I'm going to mount on corks and paint them separately and then get them all glued into place. So and then it's just a matter of working through the rest of the army, to be fair. Oh, but yeah, I quite like my list, so that's probably what I'm going to work towards. I did write another list, and it's a bit of a bonkers list, and I call it the party bus list. So it is Lucius the Eternal, 2 Lord Cacophony, a 5-man unit of Tormentors, because bodies, 3 Land Raiders, 3 units of 6 Flawless Blade, and 2 units of Noise Marines, and it comes to 1,995 points. Now, I like that list because I really would love an excuse to run 3 Land Raiders. Plus, it's a guarantee that once you buy 3 Land Raiders, that's the day that Games Workshop announce the brand new Land Raider that's going to be coming out. So that's sod's law. It's how that thing works. But the only downside of running a list like that is the vast majority of like events and my games are played using ITC maps, and they suck for getting things around on the map. Like, really do suck. When I was playing my Howling Griffins with my 3 Dreadnoughts, I hated it because my Brutalis Dreadnought couldn't get to anything because it had to constantly run around buildings. Couldn't run through the building because it's not allowed. You know, Rabute Gilliman and the Lionel Johnson can run through a building, but my Brutalis Dreadnought apparently can't. So stupid. So, yeah. That's the biggest downside for running that list. If you don't, you know, run ITC events or anything, then fucking go for it. 3 Land Raiders would be baller. I would definitely run that. If I played more Horus Heresy, 3 Spartans is where I'd be all the time. Because a 3 Spartan meta is definitely a thing. People keep telling me it's not. It definitely is. Hi, Cassie. Please don't sit underneath my desk. You've got breath like a bantha. And it just congregates. Thank you. Oh. Right. Who's going to be number 4,000 subscriber? Who's going to be? Who's going to be the scribe? Who's going to be the subscriber? Pinty Pink done and in Discord. Really? That was very cool. I like the pink tint. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I might retake that and resize it down as a PNG file and put it up as a proper emoji. That's pretty cool. I like that. Very cool. Oh, very, very cool. Cheers, dude. Pinty Pink. Yeah, we'll have that as an emoji. We will have that as an emoji. I will get that squared away and emoji it. I think I need to find where my old emojis are from my Twitch days. I don't know where they are, because I had like 2 emojis that you put together and it spelled it made the word glorious, and it was in bright yellow. It was like a piss take out of Valrak. Because he always said glorious. And there was a Black Templar Space Marine Primaris helmet head as well. So I'll have to dig them out and get them in, and then we can start having some emojis. But obviously, you know, we need green names. I need green names in the chat. Right, we're flying through these actually. Do-do. So, who's the Eldar Phoenix Lord that's blue? Is it Azerman? Is that what he's called? I mean, who would you prefer a tutorial on? Ragnar Blackmane or Azerman? Or both? Well, to be fair, you're going to get both, but which one would you want sooner? For anybody who wanted to know about the brushes I use, there is an affiliate link in the description. And that'll take you to Rosemary CO. If you are in America, unfortunately, they won't ship to you unless you get a certain type of brush. I think it's something to do with your import laws for Kalinsky Sable. But there are fur brushes from Rosemary CO that are the same as Series 33 and 323, but they're friendly for US import. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it is, but if you are interested in getting some brushes from them, because they are very good, then drop them a message on their website and ask them which brushes are US legal and same as the 33 and 323 series, and they'll basically tell you which ones are the same. So, see here, I made a massive boo-boo just there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a bit of black and I'm going to cut into that and just tidy that area up. Just like that. So, when do we think we're getting the Space Wolf launch box? Think it's going to be announced on Sunday? What's everyone thinking? You think so? Yeah, nay? One subscriber away. That's mental. Also, part 2 of Fulgrim is up on the screen. Good God, that... What's she called? AMG Nerdcore. She is literally a grifter. And I say this purely because she somehow thinks Raven Guard are more iconic than the more iconic than the Deathwing. Sorry, the Raven Wing are more iconic than the Deathwing. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. You say to anybody that knows anything about 40k, name me a unit from the Dark Angels. One of the first things that they're probably gonna say is a Deathwing Terminator. Like holy shit! Like, they were literally front cover of the Space Hulk box at one point. Fucking Raven Wing are just glorified Outriders on bikes. See, even the dog outside agrees with me. But I get it. I expect the hustle. She's a good looking girl. She'll get a lot of followers. Right, I reckon we can do a little bit of Fenrising in grey on these three guys. And then we're going to do belts. Right. Need a subscriber, people. For anyone who has just started, is Fulgrim. Fulgrim. Look at the blend on that gemstone. It's so sick. That sword. Sword is baller. Sword. So damn good. So damn good. So good. I have had so much fun painting him. He's going to look great in my cabinet. I'll probably never use him because he'll die. I'll use him once. He'll get shot by like 16 las cannons and I'll be like, right, that's it. No more Fulgrim. You can just sit there and look pretty on my shelf. I was entertaining the idea of trying to get hold of some printed Trench Crusade minis and then do some Trench Crusade painting. But I don't own a 3D printer. I have no real interest in owning a resin 3D printer. But I was going to see if there's anybody out there that is interested in their 3D printing, that they and has a good resin 3D printer and can do some good Trench Crusade miniatures, the official ones, then hit me up on Insta and we can have a chat about that. Because everyone's jumping on this Trench Crusade bandwagon and I want to be in on it. Not really that I have any interest in playing the game or anything. But some of the miniatures I've seen are quite nice. I could definitely have some fun painting it. See, when this point eventually disappears, this brush is going to die. Oh yeah. So, who's pre-ordered the World Eaters? Did everyone see Motorian's stats? He is absolutely nuts. Like, absolutely mental. His stats are crazy. I'll finish this guy and I'll bring him up and I'm going to have a chat about it, because he is absolutely bonkers. Which is sad when I look at Fulgrim and go, oh, why can't I be that good? Why did they forget about my guy? Also loving the fact that anytime someone mentions the Year of Chaos, people get shouted down straight away that being told it was never a thing. Just to be fair, it never was. It was an internet meme that was made. Same as October. That's never been a thing. It was kind of a meme created by the community. And then it's kind of stuck. Then the only one that's like officially done by GW is March from the Crag. Let's have a little look at Fulgrim. Hi new people, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Let's have a little look. Death Guard. Heresians is asking a really very interesting question. We know that the Emperor was Alexander the Great, but who else from history do you think he could have been? Giving me two other answers. No wrong answers. It's very obvious he was also Caligula and St. George. The story of him slaying the dragon is him basically killing or slaying and imprisoning the Void Dragon on Mars. He clearly also was the guy with an Austrian artist with an angry temper. Someone deleted them all. I think they have, you know. Why would you do that? The mods in this group are such spoil sports. They really are. They seem to think a picture, a photograph, a leak is in breach of GW copyright. Dumbasses. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Right. There we go. Mortorian. So, Morty is going to move to 10 inches. He does have the fly keyword, which is pretty decent. Pretty sure old Fulgrim boy moves around about the same. How much does Fulgrim move? Fulgrim moves 16, so like, holy shit. Yeah, there's like, okay. Morty's slow. Is this the actual updated one? Yeah. So once per turn, this model can use one of the Lords of Death abilities. The end of the movement phase, roll a d6. Yeah. And he just dishes out mortal wounds. That's like his combat profile. 6 attacks, strength 14, d6, exactly the same as Demonic Blades for Fulgrim. But it's somehow his sweep attack does more attacks. Yeah. He's toughness 12. Toughness 12. But what I think what's he got? Lethal hits, where lethal and then sustained, which is pretty good, to be fair. Where obviously Fulgrim only gets sustained. Unless you're playing a certain detachment and then you're going to be able to give him lethal. Cassie, why are you growling? You're upstairs. There's no one here. Like, seriously, dog. Who's that? Why am I vibrating? Guys, 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 we did it. We did it. We're at 4,000 subscribers. Fuck yeah. Right, stream over. See you later, boys. No, I'm only joking. Pretty chuffed. I'm pretty chuffed. I have to admit, these past couple of days of watching it sit at around about 95 has been so renderingly anxious. But, oh wow, thank you very much. 4,000 subscribers. 4,000 people have subscribed to my channel. That is mental. Ugh. But yeah, I'm probably going to make a video tomorrow talking about the Emperor's Children and GW's decision to gimp us. And they have gimped us. Like, they have full-on gimped us. Like, full-on gimped us. You know, like, there's no reason why we can't have predators. Like, absolutely no reason why we can't have predators. That's just mental. Or hellbrutes. Like, one of the biggest things I was really excited about when I was like, right, I'm starting Emperor's Children, is going, right, I want a hellbrute. I want a hellbrute because I haven't painted a hellbrute. And I was like, right, I want a hellbrute because they are so cool. And I've been playing a lot of Space Marine 2, and every time a hellbrute turns up, I get scared. Because they're big, they're nasty, and they're crazy cool looking. And I'm like, right, I want a hellbrute. I want a hellbrute in my army because they're cool. And then when I got the leak of the codex and there was no hellbrutes, I was like, aww, sad face. Like, this is not fun. Like, why would you be taking away my fun? That's the problem. Could you imagine how fun it would be to have a hellbrute that can run and charge and then give it precision? That would be so cool. What do you reckon, Nurgle? Would you want a hellbrute with precision? Oh yeah. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit. That is pretty cool. What's Typhus like? Toughness 7. A Nurgle Demon Prince. I need a new Demon Prince because I need one with wings. Because the one... Yeah, I need one with wings. I definitely need one. The ones with, I don't know. I've got the one on foot and he's a pretty beat stick. Discord spin is terrible. It took about 2 to 3 tries, but I finally purged that channel from my YouTube. To be fair, it finally has disappeared off mine. Is she still going? Because like I don't want to click on her videos, but YouTube stopped recommending it to me. As a content creator who lives in Northern Ireland, I do apologise that you've had her on YouTube, and I just want to sincerely apologise on behalf of the people of Northern Ireland for Discourse Minis. Not everyone in Northern Ireland is that retarded. I can't stand her. The worst thing to come out of the GW IP drama was her channel. Because she jumped on it. She was making Batman content and getting like 300 views a video. And then she made a video about how Games Workshop are bad and are attacking content creators who are making fan animations, which I'd just like to point out is an actual lie. Games Workshop were not doing that. They were offering them jobs. And she got like 30,000 views or something on the video, which then resulted in her instantly becoming a channel that focused on Warhammer content, but most primarily to attack Games Workshop at every turn. She is pretty disingenuous with how she portrays the information. You'll notice that she always portrays prices in US dollars. I've seen her little simp army comment and say that this is due to the fact that the vast majority of her audience is from America. So is mine, but I always do mine in pounds sterling because I am from the UK and that's a currency I understand. But the reason why she does it in dollars and not pounds sterling is numbers look a lot worse when you're using a dollar. Rather than say, oh, this codex is £32, she can turn around and go, this codex is $47. And it sounds a lot more money. And chill on, my dude. I'm sitting on my 40k different GW armies amongst 4 game systems. They make us still paint 1 hour a day. Yeah, man, I love 40k. I love Warhammer. Warhammer's cool. It's really good. It's got Space Marines. Now, if another game come out with Space Marines or something that looked as cool as a Space Marine, then I would probably play that. Because I'm a Power Armor fangirl. What can I say? Eyes loves it. Oh yeah. It is very cool. Right, I need to get this last guide done. And then we're doing pouches. Then I've basically got loincloths to do. I'm gonna go and get myself a drink once I've done this guy. There is a link to the Discord if you want to join the Discord. I am trying to set up a community over there for the channel. You can find it on the links on the page, on the YouTube page. Should be a link there that works. I'm tempted now just to go and see what our channel's doing. I was going to make a video about her content. You know, call her out for the misinformation and the constant negativity that she spews. Although I ended up not doing it because I realised that by doing that is going to open myself up to a can of hate that I cannot really stop because her channel is way bigger than mine. But yeah, I watched like 4 or 5 videos and I scripted the video and it was basically, I've watched Discourse Miniatures content so you don't have to. And it gave me a migraine. Oh wow, her last one was 7 days ago, was it? Her voice is horrible. So let's see, what's her last video? So in the last 2 months, Warhammer's insane price scandal just got worse. I didn't know we had a price scandal. Warhammer 40k kill team scandal gets worse. I didn't know we had a kill team scandal. The biggest Warhammer crisis just got worse. There's a scandal and it's got worse. Games Workshop is deleting this Warhammer. See, I'm tempted to watch that because it's a picture of an Age of Sigmar Stormcast Eternal, and that's got me interested. What exactly are they deleting? Nothing is probably the answer, and if they are deleting anything, it's probably old news, and it's probably things like the Beasts of Chaos, and the Bone Splitters and the Sacrosanct Chamber from 2nd edition, which we already knew because Games Workshop told us like a year ago that this was going to be a thing. and they've already technically been discontinued. You can't buy those models anymore. It just means that the end of the year support that Games Workshop said they were going to do for those models and factions is coming to an end. So basically, I think it's either the end of this month or next month is basically the end of it. Like, if you play Beasts of Chaos in AOS, like, you're not getting an FAQ from this point on. And you know, cool. I've got no problem with that. Games Workshop have not really done anything with Beasts of Chaos for AOS, to be completely honest. It was a complete missed opportunity for them to do something really epic and like out there with it, but they didn't for whatever reason. So you know, but the armies like Beasts of Chaos have now got a new home in the old world, and they're going to get love there. And if anything, there's a better chance of them getting a range refresh in the old world than there was with them being in Age of Sigmar. And there's nothing saying that somewhere down the line, Games Workshop won't bring back armies like Beasts of Chaos in to AOS, but with an entirely new battle, you know, an entire new battle tone and an entire new range of miniatures that are purely 100% AOS. You know, there's every possibility that they could do that. Same with the Bone Splitters. Oh, you want naked orcs? Oh, okay. Here you go. Here's some naked orcs. You know, they could quite easily, in later editions, add the Bone Splitters to the Orruk war clans as another war clan, or incorporate the Savage Orc style into the other Orc factions. Because I mean, they're not even in the old world. They're literally a unit upgrade. You basically pay the points for the war paint on your orcs, and there you go. You've got Savage Orcs. That's it. So they're not even supported in the old world. Alright, I'm going to put a poll up, and this is going to be about the Emperor's Children army and something that I need to get, but I can't make up my mind on how to do it. So I'm going to put a poll up. We're going to do a poll. Are you ready? Ready for a poll? Let's do a poll. God, I want to watch that video. It's going to be hilarious. Start a poll. Right, you ready? I think I did this right. What is this yes-no bullshit? Ignore the yes-no. Well, can I edit that? Well, let me end the poll. I'll start again. That didn't work. Start a poll. What's this? All right, I can change that. Ah, I'm a dick. See, this is why you don't leave me on my own, you see. There we go. We are still live, aren't we? Right. Why is it asking me? Well, I'm going to answer it because apparently it's asking me. Cool. Right, where was I? Done. Just over here. Right, pouches time. Thunder Brown. Best brown ever. What we got? What's the results so far on the thing? No one's voted? Ah! No one's voted. There you go, if you want to join the Discord. Feel free. Right, so I need to get these brown parts done. What I'll do is I'll get these three parts, these three guys washed, base coated, and then washed, and then while that's doing its thing, I'll go downstairs and I'll grab a drink. So by the time I get back, that should be practically dry, and then I'll be able to get these edge highlights done. And then hopefully I'll get some people voting on my thing. So it's a see, I'm not going to get the Heresy Land Raiders because I think they're too small. And as much as I love the Heresy tanks, and I really am a big fan of them, my problem with the Land Raider is it kind of looks a bit derpy with the ramp. Like, the Spartan looks amazing. The Spartan is an absolute awesome tank, but the Land Raider, when you give it the assault ramp at the front, it just looks weird. So that's my opinion. So I do apologise for that if you don't agree with it. But yeah, I just think it looks weird. The one without the assault ramp, the scout variant, if you actually play 30k, that's the really cool one. It kind of has a lot of hallmarks back to the original Land Raider from Rogue Trader, and it's really cool. And I think that's probably why I like it so much. I know I can quite easily get them and just build my Land Raiders like that, but once the belts are done, it's the loincloths. Gonna have to do a Space Marine stream. Also, yes, when I get back as well, we're gonna have a little look at the update for patch 8.0, which is super exciting because there's a lot of information that they gave us. Again, not making a video on it because I kind of feel that when I start jumping from the computer games to the tabletop, the algorithm has a heart attack and doesn't know what to do. So I'm not doing an actual video on it. So I'll just talk about it here. Right, so let that dry. Give me a second. Ooh, one vote. I quite like them. I have one right here. So I have one here. I kind of like them. I like the round doors. I like the 30k aesthetic, especially for Chaos Space Marines, because this is the Rhino they used. So why they would have the new one, I don't know. But yeah, don't know. I could get another one of these, and then I've got two Rhinos, or I just keep this for 30k. 40k. Okay. Well, I'll keep that open till near the end of the stream, and then we'll have a little look. Right. Get some wash. The burgundy is going to be super quick and easy. There's a bit of gold to do on these bodies, but once the bodies are done and I've got them based, I can then start the fun part of the weapons. Oh no. I missed the bit. I was too busy talking about rhinos. Do this one in a minute. It's quite warm in here, so it's drying quite quickly. Yeah, but the plan tomorrow is to basically get Fulgrim's wings done, and then basically have Fulgrim finished by the weekend. Get part 3 up, get that out for anybody that wants to watch it, and then get my boy primed, and then start the tutorial on the flawless blade. And yeah. Right, so I'm going to go and grab a drink. So while I'm away, make sure you vote. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do so. I definitely want to get beyond 4,000. Sitting on 4,000 is amazing, but getting beyond 4,000 would be even cooler. And then I do need to get this guy and do his tabard, and then these gold parts, so he isn't done but almost done. Also, my other 2 flawless blades are like this. The kit is amazing. Like the heads are completely interchangeable. So, like yeah, there's a lot of that you can do with the kit. It's really nice. Right, I'm gonna go and get a drink. So I'm gonna be right back. And when I get back, we're gonna be edge highlighting these belts, and then starting the burgundy on these 4 guys, getting them all base coated, and then start doing them. Probably get that guy onto a stand and do him as well, and then start working on them. So if you have yet to subscribe, subscribe. And I will be right back. Need some more water in my palate. Alright, be right back. So I'm back. Ah. I have to see what she's talking about in this video.
Have been losing their minds lately, specifically about Warhammer Warcry, the very popular skirmish war game from Games Workshop set in Age of Sigmar, a game that...
I'm quite heavy in the Age of Sigmar community, and I haven't heard anybody lose their mind over Warcry at all. Zero, zip, none.
everybody I have ever spoken to has loved. Yes, that means that the only people that I speak to are wargamers who also happen to play Warcry. My social circle is very small, but nevertheless, there has now been rumors and leaks and declarations and cheers about this Warhammer game. I've been seeing them on Reddit, inside my comment section. There's even entire YouTube videos about it, all of them declaring that Warcry is over, that it's dead. Not to mention...
Okay, so Warcry has been pulled from the shelves, has it? Let's have a little look, shall we? Warhammer, the store. Let's see. More games. Other games. Warcry. Nope, it's there. View all. Yep, it's there, but it's online only. That's it. Online only. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's been pulled from the shelves. Not convinced.
that a man violently screamed at me in the street last week that the end is coming. Though I'm not sure if that was entirely related to Warcry, but it makes sense that people are really worried about the future Warcry, because things do look like Games Workshop are about to kill it. Or rather, they already have, but we're being told that it's living its best life on a farm somewhere, when the reality is that it is just too expensive to operate on. Incidentally, that's also why you don't have a little brother anymore.
Her jokes are terrible.
Now, this video is going to be very controversial because it looks like there's actually a truth to this rumor. But there's also a dark secret behind it too.
There's always a dark secret.
Truth of Warhammer that no one talks about, but one that should terrify everybody, especially casual hobbyists as we go forward. Plus, I got some bones to pick with a major YouTuber, and it's probably going to start a few knife fights. And also, I might be the only person in the world who doesn't like Warcry. Sorry, I know, Discourse minis, disliking a thing, can you imagine? I can't, I love lots of stuff. I'm a very positive person. Well, at least watch the content, don't just judge it on the thumbnail. But okay, I didn't like Warcry, but lots of people really did. And they're really upset about it going away. And they're wargamers, my kind of people. And yeah, Warcry got a lot of great press. It was, for many people, the first game of its ilk that bunch of sixes. That's fine, but it just never heard any talk about Warcry from Games Workshop was in September of last year. Like to do a post, it definitely fathered by the Warcry of models. Most they can't be impress your friends with learn languages like ad-free is fun. I'm with her.
The problem I find with her whole theory of Warcry getting killed is they've added Warcry models into Age of Sigmar start collecting sets. Like the new Spearhead boxes have Warcry miniatures in them. So, like, so yeah, it doesn't, I don't understand how, just because something is moved to online only doesn't mean that it's getting discontinued. If that was the case, then the vast majority of a lot of factions wouldn't be playable because they'd have been discontinued. There's a lot of stuff that's online only. So I don't know. I think, is this another case that the internet has created something that it isn't happening? Because they moved it to online only. I mean, look at Lord of the Rings. The vast majority of that game is online only. And it's just got a new edition. So, yeah, I'm calling BS on that one. I don't think they'll discontinue it. If they do anything with Warcry, it's probably going to get a complete overhaul, a complete new edition, or to a point where, yeah, a complete new edition to the point where it's pretty much just a brand new game. But I've heard no rumours about it. Not that I've been really paying much attention to rumours lately. I have been watching a lot of competitive 40k. Mainly Vanguard Tactics, because they seem to be a really good source of information. Unlike Tabletop Tactics, who I do enjoy Tabletop Tactics. I like their battle reports when certain presenters are on, but it kind of sits ill with me that they're sent the codexes for free and then they stick the review of said codex behind a paywall. I don't like that. It kind of feels a bit bad. You know, I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, I am really looking forward to the new mission pack for 40k because it has some really cool elements to it. I think really looking forward to getting my hands on that and having a go at it. I think it's going to be quite interesting and fun. Like the way they've done the deck, they've kind of brought in the casual player as a thing for it, which is kind of cool. Obviously, this is Games Workshop, and we'll see what it's like, but yeah. Oh, I love Thunder Brown. It's such a great colour for doing leather. It is my new favourite brown. I used to do all my leather with like Rhinox hide, but I would do like Doombull Brown first as the first highlight and then Mornfang Brown. But then I got Thunder Brown. One, it just sounds great. Thunder just rolls off the tongue. And then I started playing around with it and noticed that, because originally I bought it to do wood, paint like wood grain and stuff like that with. And then I was like, oh wait a minute, this is quite a nice rich brown. what would it be like if I did leather with it? And it works really, really well. Like, when you get all the highlights on it, it looks really, really good. Really good. What else is she saying?
It's been a totally stress-free way to learn a language without.
Alright, that's her sponsors.
And it's really helped me understand my chosen language of Mandarin. Games Workshop.
If you had 2 cars
Ugh.
on finance between
Adverts, get away.
That playing Warhammer is by necessity a competitive treadmill experience where you will need to buy the player base to justify the massive box set bundles and mark. I did see that the YouTuber Uncle Adam also argued that no matter what happens, Games Workshop should put up all the Warcry content online for free so people can keep playing it even in the face of its obliteration. And yes, Games Workshop should. It would be the best thing for consumers. They should honestly do that for all their games. But that said, Games Workshop are also the company that hired people to go through all their old White Dwarf magazines and actually remove any rules for any of the old editions of Warhammer because they were worried that someone might use their archived White Dwarfs to play a version of Warhammer that isn't the most up-to-date. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're getting great archive integrity from these guys. Literally 1984. I know people like to say 1984.
Shut up, you melon.
Combo. So all physical stuff. They're books. We can't be locked out. Or at least that's what people say all the time. And honestly, that's sort of horseshit. There are dead games. It's very hard to convince people to play games that just aren't being actively supported with new products and expansions by living companies. People don't want to play games that no one else is playing or talking about. It gets incredibly niche otherwise. It's interested at all. Certainly you're shut out of luck.
God, she's annoying. So basically, her whole thing is Warcry is getting discontinued. Okay, well that's terrible. That is terrible. So tutorials, future tutorials. We already know I'm going to be doing an Eldar 1 and Ragnar Blackmane. It's probably going to be quite a few Space Wolf tutorials, I'm not going to lie. Because those new models are amazing. What else would you like to see? What other character miniatures would you like to see done? Probably going to get a Death Guard. And I'll be doing some Stormcast Eternals as well, for any of you that are into your Age of Sigmar. Right. Obviously, An Emperor's Children will be also coming. Would anyone like tutorials based on techniques like glazing and blending and all that kind of stuff? Hey, hello Jessica. A blending tutorial. I could do that. Kind of blending you want covered. Oh, right. XV88. Can do wet into wet, glazing and feathering. Or just blending in general. These guys are looking cool. Yeah, I need to do the get the robes sorted. Obviously, the big man himself. Look at that gemstone. I'm very proud of that gemstone. I'm going to get these guys' belts done, and then I'll think about calling the stream for the night. So if there's anyone that has yet to subscribe, please do. A video showing multiples of types and applications for the technique. Currently painting a Redemptor and really need something to jazz up the flat panels. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I see what I know what you mean. For something like that, you might want glazing. You are blending, but you're going to glaze in the transitions rather than sort of blend them in traditional ways like wet blending and stuff like that. So a glazing video would be ideal for you, Jessica. I made a mistake. Fix the mistake. Basically, what color Redemptor Dreadnought are you doing? Or like, what chapter are you doing it for? Okay, just needs a bit of Karnak on that one. What are you doing? Get out from underneath my desk, you. Yeah. Yeah, the sub-assemblies is, for something like that, is definitely important. But you can still paint it without them. Da, da, da. Might have to get a couple of new ones of these brushes. They are very good for edge highlighting. Don't hold amazing amounts of paint, but enough to get a small area done. Yeah, I will. Let me get the fulcrum out the way, and then let me get the Emperor's Children tutorial out the way, and then I'll start like planning a glazing slash blending tutorial, because that would be quite beneficial, I think. But if you, I don't know if you can scroll up in the chat, there is a link to the Discord if you want to join that. Excellent. Yeah, you feel free to. There's a work in progress group, and there's a finished project group, so you can post pictures in there, and I can have a little look, and see what you're working with, and if I can help, I can give you a hand with it. But yeah, trying to create a little community around the channel. Like everything on my channel, it goes slow. Ooh, it was a bit of a... I think it was a bit too thick, but never mind. Next year, decided I'm going to try to get to another 40k event over in UK in the mainland. So either at Warhammer World, or go somewhere like Vanguard Tactics. Go to one of their events. They're in the UK or over in England and want to meet up at an event, then that's what we can do. Sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm just trying to concentrate on the edge highlighting here. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I don't think my partner would come with me. I don't think the idea of the nerd mecca is her idea of fun. So, right, now, Karnak stone. And then the browns, leathers are pretty much... Oh, wicked. Let me have a look at that. Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, very cool. I like it. I like it. So you're going Dark Angels, or something along the line of Dark Angels. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. Mine's a bit of a nerd, but I don't think she'd get into Warhammer. So I just wanted on this, it's all about just picking out the edges. Yeah, I have 250 points so far of DA. Played my first game of 1K 2 weeks ago and got clobbered. Hey, that's how it starts. Yeah, just best advice is pick a list that you've got the models of and pick one detachment and just keep playing that till you feel that you no longer need to look at the book. That you can go, right, I'm paying a CP for this stratagem and that stratagem is going to do X, Y and Z. And then get the repetitions in. And then you'll find that you'll start to learn your army really, really quickly. And then you can start experimenting with the different detachments and all that good stuff. You'll be flying. That's what I plan to do with my Empress children. Plus they're going to look really nice on my shelf, which is the main thing. Because an Empress children army likes to look nice. Pardon me. Okay, flying through these. Yeah, I reckon in a couple of days I'll have these guys done. Main thing is going to be the weapons though. Is their weapons. So when you paint your dark angels, are you using contrast paint? Good. Yeah, I noticed the finish on the dreadnought. So did you use contrast paints on the dreadnought? Oh, this brush is really good, but I know it's only got a matter of about a week or so left before it's just gonna just go brrr. Right, so what I need to do, I'm going to stick with it and just hope that heavy weathering will make it average. Nah, you can. There's ways of doing it. So it's just that you just need to get the basics with like getting a solid opaque coat. Because once you've got that, you can work on the rest. But yeah, it's like the knee pads are fine. It's like the feet are a bit patchy. Some of the hand is a bit patchy, but the foundations are there. You can just work on the rest. Some of the comments about lore and Black Library levels was mental on that post, but these guys are pretty much ready to get the loincloths done, and then I will move on to doing the rest. I think there's a couple of them that the pink on that one's done. That doesn't have edge highlight, so that one needs done. Edge highlight done. So these two of them need the pink finished, and then this guy, he's going to get his loincloth done. So the other four are going to need this green piping done, and then I'll do the loincloths on all of them together. But all in all, it's quite productive. Good night. We did hit 4,000, so thank you very much to all my new subscribers. We're over 4,000 subscribers now, just, and obviously I'll be working on Fulgrim Boy, which I'm very, very pleased with. very pleased with. So just got to get the wings done and then finish the base. So I should have him done by the weekend. And his tutorial will then be finished. But that is the video. So I've got his wings ready to go for tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is airbrush them purple, probably from this direction, sort of catching it, and then Corvus black from underneath. Do the same here, and then sort of Corvus black it, and then purple, and then in this sort of area here and on the back here do the bluey greeny tint, and then the gold exactly like his armor is, and then all of the fingers. Not sure what that's meant to be, or this is that like rips in his membrane or something. I'll have to check that out. And then the claws and everything will be done purple. This will all be purple blended into the Rhinox, the Rakar flesh, and these will be gold, and that'll be all done. So that's tomorrow's job. But as for me, that is me. Thank you very much for keeping me company while I play it for a couple of hours, and I will try to get some more streams in. And yeah, 4,000 subscribers, woohoo! Thank you very much. And I'm going to get some emojis added for you. I've got a couple of emojis. I have a pink pointy pint added. Thank you, Mythos. And I'm going to see if I can find the others. And yeah, that's me. That's all going to be good. Alright, so thanks very much, and keep painting. Alright, peeps.